As part of our One Nation Under God coverage here, thousands will be in Chicago from around the world for a huge event on the 21st and 22nd of March this month for the Business and Leadership Conference. It's hosted by the Joseph Business School, located right here in Chicago, and its founder, Dr. Bill Winston. Attendees will hear from industry leaders from companies like Nike, venture capitalists, and multi-million, even a billionaire entrepreneur about doing business God's way. I'd like to welcome the president of the Joseph Business School, which is a faith-centered business and entrepreneurship school and program right here in Chicago, Dr. Deloris Thomas. Thank you so much, Dr. Deloris, for being here with us. Where do faith and God and business intersect?
You know, there's not a single industry where we don't see, or should we see, where God and faith intersects. You know, one of the key things when we look at entrepreneurship, it takes faith for someone to step out, take the risk, to believe that they have an idea that could employ thousands and make a difference in our economy. And that takes a lot of faith. And to do that, you have to find something that's greater than just your natural ability. Sometimes it takes that inspiration, that knowledge, that potential that you have inside that I believe is God-given.
And I know that you all have different tracks. You're going to be featuring different focuses, including innovation. But what's one thing you would want people to know watching at home that might be different from other business conferences?
Well, you know, one of the key things that we believe is the whole person, right? Not only being healthy, but being wealthy and wise. And one of the things that we do that's very different from any other business conference is that faith component, where we invite the supernatural to come in, right? For us to be audacious, for us to think big, for us to think of possibilities that we normally would not think of. And in this conference, we're looking to do a full process of that. We have a health and wellness component with one of our partners, Advocate Healthcare, where you realize that many leaders these days need to take care of their health, both physical and mental health. And so we're going to be talking a lot about what will that take for us to have the necessary presence, if you will, and health for us to be able to achieve bigger than normal goals in a more aggressive economy where competition is getting even stronger. So we'll have that. We'll also have, as you mentioned, the inventor showcase where someone can pitch their new idea. We also have the venture capitalists, where access to capital is always one of those areas where entrepreneurs need it desperately for them to grow. And so we have a number of components that will be very different from traditional business conferences.
And then Trisha Bailey, who is the richest Jamaican-born woman on the planet. She's now valued at $1 billion, a mother of 5 who started a small business and just rocketed to success. Do you find that more marketplace leaders are sharing their faith publicly?
I do. I really do. And thank you that the fact that the environment is changing, that's making that more possible. If you think of companies like Chick-fil-A or Hobby Lobby, they've been very outspoken about their faith. And we've seen that with their faith, they can compete and compete at a level of excellence. And so one of the things at this conference that we're challenging folks is that there's no difference between God and the marketplace. God is in the marketplace, and I believe is the difference maker for many, many companies. And when you look at Trisha Bailey, for example, where she came from nothing, it says with God, all things are possible. And that's what we're going to promote at this conference, that don't think of your limitations, think of the possibilities, and think of the God that's with you, right? The angelic forces that are with you for you to do things that you normally cannot do by yourself. But that spiritual and faith and angelic forces will be able to help you to accomplish the impossible to man, but possible with God.
Okay, really quickly, Dr. Thomas, where do people find out information on your event?
So they could find out at blc.billwinston.org or at jbs.edu. So again, that's blc.billwinston.org, or you can check us out at our Joseph Business School website at jbs.edu.
jbs.edu, the Joseph Business School website, a wealth of information. Thank you so much, Dr. Deloris Thomas, for making time for us today on NewsNation Now.
Thank you, Adrienne.
And of course, find out more about One Nation Under God on YouTube right now. You've got a lot going on a Sunday, but thank you for watching.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.